Welcome, Scorpio. This is your weekly focus, March the 18th through to the 24th. I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. Thank you for joining me. Let's dive right into the cards, shall we? Okay, here we are. First card is the Two of Swords, decisions to be made. Now, these decisions have a lot of emotion behind them because look at our water. Our water is choppy. So, definitely there's a lot of emotion to be had here. Also, we're blindfolded. So, know that we cannot seek the answers in the external world. We have to look within. We have the answer deep inside. So, we have to ask ourselves the questions, have those conversations with ourselves, and make that decision. Even if it's the unpopular one, even if you don't really like the decision. But you know it's right. You know it's the true way forward. The Nine of Pentacles. You have achieved so much to this point in time, and it is time to elevate your path. It's time to go forward. Now, there is beautiful spirituality here, also applauding you. The veil is very thin, so talk to God, your angels, your guides, source, spirit, the universe. I can go on and on with the names. You know who you talk to. Talk to them, okay? Maybe it's just your higher self, but talk. Contemplate what can be in your tomorrow if you so desire it. If you are willing to work for it. If you are willing to persevere through any challenges. What kind of successes could you have? We're wearing white, so it is about new paths that we want to step into. Each of those sunflowers represents, well, a sort of completion. Absolutely, they're all mature. But also the sunflower, if you ever watch a sunflower out in nature, it follows the sun. So it reflects the sun the whole time. So know that this is bringing in this radiance around you, this vibration around you, this strength around you, in order to attract the things that you want most in the here and now. We have the Nine of Swords. Okay, you're overthinking, you're worrying too much, you're tearing it apart, you're putting it into very small bite-sized pieces, but you're overthinking it. You're overthinking it. It's really quite easy. Okay, these are these little things that nag at us as we're going to sleep at night. Notice we don't have our blanket anywhere near us. That is our comfort. That is our warmth. That is our shield, right? We put our blanket over us each night, keeping us safe, keeping us warm and toasty. And we don't utilize the blanket. We have a teddy bear down in the corner. We're not looking for, we're not looking at true love. We're not looking at true joy and happiness. We're not allowing our inner child to go out and roam for whatever reason. And you're very closed up here. You're very closed off to everything. It's the upright fetal position, really. So you feel like you don't have the protection, or you don't have the strength, or you don't have the willpower, or you don't have the courage. You don't have the right tools. You don't have the right people. The list goes on and on and on. And this is the time to stop overthinking it. Start looking at what you do have. Okay, because as you start looking at what you do have, you will see more and more and more and more does appear. But we need to change our mind. We need to rewire that brain to start thinking in terms where we are bringing things towards us, not keeping things away from us. Okay, let's look a little bit at work and career. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Go with the flow. Everything happens for a reason. Okay, you'll get there when you get there, okay, in its own divine timing. And what do we need on this journey? Well, we don't need armor. That's evident. We don't need a weapon. That's pretty evident. We don't even need water or food or anything. We just need to go forward. I don't even think we have a blanket there to lay down on the ground so that we can sit for a while. If we need to sit, there'll be a place for us. If we need food, the food will arrive. So it's having a faith and a belief. Now that's, overall, but you also have to have that belief and that faith in you. that you've got this, that you are strong enough, that you are courageous enough, that you are, all those things that you were questioning, every one of them is yes. You do have these traits. You do have this. We never know how truly strong or capable we are until sometimes we're placed right smack dab center in it. And then we realize our strength, our power. The Five of Pentacles. Don't throw in the towel, okay? You're sitting on the threshold of abundance, okay? Look at the door. It's covered in pentacles. It is your abundance, your prosperity, your successes on the other side of that door. And rather, I think you're feeling more beat up than you actually are seeing how you can go forward. And that started at the very beginning. We feel like we have to make decisions this week in some way, and the water has turmoil, so we're unsure, where a lot of emotion is coming up. There's things that we don't want to say, there's things that we need to say. But then we have the Nine of Pentacles telling us to step into that new beginning, that new start, that a whole future awaits for us. But we start to overthink it. We start to think, wow, am I enough to even do this? Am I deserving enough? Am I worthy enough? And then we go into work and career, and we have the Knight of Pentacles saying, you don't need anything more than you in order to go forward right now. And this is definitely not a time to give up. This is a time to stand up, feel alive, dance, sing, bring joy in. Practical ways too. It's not like we're going to create something that will take a lot of time or effort or resources in order to make us happy. We're just going to step in the moment. It's that easy. You're saying, well, it's not that easy. Well, it isn't. It's a mindset. And we have to cultivate and we have to grow that mindset. And how do we do that? By starting to push ourselves into allowing our inner child expression. The Queen of Cups, what do you deserve? What are you worthy of? What do you want to fill that cup with? This is about loving yourself enough to know that you are worthy and deserving of anything that you want, that it's yours for the asking. And maybe you've asked and it still hasn't shown up. Well, are we being present every day? Okay, you say, I want to write a book, 300 to 400 pages, want to write a book. And yet, for 5 days, you didn't even think about it. And then, day 6, you write a couple pages. Day 7, you get busy. Day 8, day 9. Oh, here we are, day 10, we wrote a page. Day 11. But if you consistently show up every single day and write one page, just one page, you don't have to go any further. You just have to write that page. That is where you are determined that you've given yourself a half an hour. And wow, you got free time if you hurry and do it. So you write one page. And at the end of the year, what do you have? You have 365 pages. You have your book. So it's about believing in ourselves enough to show up for ourselves. Okay, let's go over here. Peace. Release the past. There is a more enriching future coming. Let go and let God. So whatever you are what's going on in your life right now, first of all, let go and let God, okay? Turn that up to your angels, source, the universe. Say, you deal with it. I want to get moving. Okay, releasing the past. So there's some healing that is needed here. Maybe where you thought that, this is work and career. Maybe you've tried to step in this career arena before and it didn't work for you. Okay, well, that just means you found a way it doesn't work. So let's find a way it does work. Because it will work, because there's other people in that arena. So if they can do it, come on. Release the past. Maybe you got turned down for a job, or maybe you were overlooked for a job. That doesn't mean that you still cannot get on that track in order to achieve those things. Maybe it won't be within the same company. Maybe it won't be within the same people or circles, the same arena. But there's a whole world out there. So don't let your past hinder your future. Also, if you just, let's say you're a waiter and you just lost your job. Okay, why aren't you going for a manager, a supervisor? Why are you settling for a waiter? You deal with every single table on a one-to-one basis if you're a waiter, okay? Every single kind of walk of life you have dealt with, you've given them good service, and they hopefully left you a tip every single time. So why are you selling yourself short? Because you obviously have the capability of dealing with everybody. You also have the capability of organizing, right? You don't want the bread to come out after the soup or whatnot, right? You have to have that organization. You have to plan. You have to execute. What am I missing here? Why aren't you taking that next step? A lot of times we just take those things for granted within us. This card is do not let the past be the motivator for what you're going to go forward into. Let your heart, let your passion be that motivator. And don't sell yourself short. You have so many hidden talents that you probably, and most people sitting there that are in the service industry going, never thought of it like that. But really, the first time I heard it, it opened up so many doors. We don't have to fit in the box that somebody gave us. We can create our own box. We can grow our arena. Let's get another card here. We've got the wheel, new beginnings, end of delays, change in direction that offers happiness. So there is some sort of change in direction happening in your mindset, perhaps, in your actual walk and path in life. End of delays. So what you are going through right now that is not allowing you to go after your successes, the wheel is turning. Okay, you will go into a new season. Once again, let go, let God, right? So new beginnings, new directions, new goals, new dreams, new desires. And we have an exciting new challenge. You have what it takes to succeed. Review contracts or documents very thoroughly. So you don't want to just say yes, yes, yes. You want to read it through before signing on the dotted line. But there is some things in the works. An exciting new challenge. Now, it could be that you just end up walking into the right place at the right time and wow, the opportunity appears. It gives you a brand new challenge in life. It opens up doors for you. And even if you feel like you are not in a position right now to actually step into that job arena or step into that role, it is a time to negotiate still. It is a time to keep talking about it. Keep looking for when you will be able to. Do you have a timeline? Do you have a date? Do you have a general idea? Okay, so just take it, what does it say? You have what it takes to succeed. You have what it takes to succeed. So don't worry about it, but you can lay the groundwork. Okay, love and relationships, the death card. Oh, it's opening up your heart. It's allowing people to come into your life that love you, to help you, to support you, to have your back. It's about feeling a little bit of freedom and liberation, that you're not carrying everything on your own shoulders when it comes to everything. So often we can go through a crisis and have somebody right there next to us, and we don't share that crisis with them, or we only give them, breadcrumbs really, rather than what we're truly going through. Instead of just having some positive dialogue and saying, "This is what's going on," and then watch the support come in from that individual that you decided to share with. It could have been a best friend, a spouse, a parent, a good friend, co-worker. So this is about letting off the cloak. This is about letting love in, receiving love and giving love. We have the devil. So what's working? What's working in your life? What's bringing in harmony? What's bringing in laughter? What's bringing in joy? What are the day in, day out kind of things that make that all come together? Because what isn't working, we need to put a stop to. Okay, it could be, wearing down our vitality, our strength. Maybe it's sucking time away from where we could really put time into another part of our life. Maybe it's even our resources is a problem here. Okay, maybe you're in a relationship and you've been buying all these things for them, making, hoping that they're happy, but really they don't care about those things. So it's like, oh, thank you. And they put it aside, but you're not getting anything in return. And that doesn't mean that they're, oh, thank you, and they put it on the shelf, they don't love you, but what do you need? How do you receive love? And are you receiving it in that way? Once again, I hear healthy dialogue. And I mean, two very strong cards here, Death and the Devil together. Okay, so it's about allowing yourself to love and be loved, and then watch the walls just burn away, fall to ash, fall to ruin, and you emerge. You emerge as the phoenix rising out of the ashes, in saying that now you have a new mindset. Maybe a new belief system, maybe a new friend. Your world changes in some way. Your brain gets a little bit rewired in some way, in a positive way, a way you want it to be. We have the Nine of Cups. So start thinking about what you really, truly want in your relationships. This is the wish card. I can't imagine a better time for the wishes to be apparent in our life, especially when it comes to our love life, when it comes to our close relationships, the people closest around us. Maybe we're making wishes for betterment in their worlds, but we also want to make the betterment in our world as well. So maybe you're hoping to go on a vacation with this person, an overnight with this person. You want to see a movie with this person. Start putting those little wishes in. You want the ultimate romantic story. Put the wish down, right? Why not? Why not? Okay, let's see what this card says. Separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. So maybe there's a little bit of time where you have to pull away. Maybe situations happen, okay? Somebody in the family got sick and they live far away, and one of you have to go and be with that person, and you're separated that way. It could be job, right? Your job is asking you to travel. It could be health, right? One of you might end up in the hospital for a couple of weeks or incapacitated in some way. So don't think that separation, everybody's getting a divorce and everybody's going their separate ways here. Separation can happen in so many. It could just be, I'm on the day shift, you're on the night shift. I'll see ya whenever. Okay, separation can happen a lot. All of a sudden you have a baby. More attention needs to be put to the baby, so less to the partner, right? Separation. And so this card is saying the separation is coming down the road for you if it's not already present in your life. So expect it, embrace it, and utilize it to grow your love for them, your love for yourself. Okay, let's now look at your personal growth for the week. We have the Ten of Wands. So stop. You're carrying around way too much baggage. Every step is so hard. You're trying to do so much on your own. It's about reaching out to people. It's about delegating. It's about leaving things in the past that is just burning you out. That doesn't really bring anything to your path forward or the present moment for that fact or that matter. Okay, some of those ones you carry have great growth potential. There's little leaves there popping here and there, but some of it's deadwood. And we have to come to realize what is deadwood. And we need to reorganize our life perhaps. Or maybe it's reorganizing what we have control of and what we don't have control of. We have the Emperor, so it's about time to make the plan, draw up the strategy. Start looking at where you want to go. And if you find that you hit this wall because you don't have the knowledge, you don't have the wisdom, then pull somebody else on board. Pick their brain, offer a partnership, whatever it might be, in order for you to go forward, in order you to go past that and really make a strategy that is practical, but it also builds your momentum, your drive, your motivation towards the things that you want to bring into your life. I'm going to get a sip of water here. We have the Chariot. Pull back. Really think things through, okay? If you need more light to come in, then wait for more light. You need the fog to lift. Wait for the fog to lift, okay? We want to see that path that we are going towards. Is there a light at the end of the tunnel? Is it a dead end? Are there obstacles in my way? Is that the way I really want to go? The King of Swords. But we get determined. We get some kind of focus. Maybe it's more towards the end of the week of what needs to go, of what needs to be cut away in order for the path to be clear so that we can go forward. We have moving forward, get ready for positive change. So right now you're going through some stuff this week, which is perfectly fine. I think that you can more than handle it, and there's a lot of things here saying about realizing the beauty, realizing the love, realizing the happiness, the joy that's all around you. Okay, and ask for the expansion of it. Okay, if you start asking for the expansion of it, I think by week's end you're going to be seeing a lot more happiness and a lot more joy in your life just by demanding it to be present in your life. So moving forward, get ready for positive change. We have the Unicorn. Invite in serendipity. Okay, maybe we just need to bend the rules a little bit, break the rules, do something out of the ordinary. Maybe out of the ordinary comes to us, and we should embrace it at that point and go with it and see where it wants to take us. We have go with the flow, let things happen. So maybe we just need to go with the flow and let things happen and let go of some control in our life or where we feel we have to have control. Let somebody else be in control of that, okay? Look at your own journey. And we have vacation. Take time for rest, relaxation, and adventure. So start planning some happy moments for you. Start growing your world a little bit brighter and more beautiful each day. Start thinking about where you want to take that elevated path forward in your abundance, in your prosperity, in your health, your well-being and family, wherever you feel the calling. I think a lot of you will be looking at more habits, behaviors, or your routines, what happens, what doesn't happen, what needs to happen. Don't overthink it, though. Do not overthink it. Know that you are enough. Know that you are deserving. Start making the plan so that you have laid out the path to your tomorrow today. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.